Roadhouse, guys. We are watching Roadhouse. You know how much I like Roadhouse. You guys like Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. Wait, why are you taking the back way home? There are so many turns.
Yeah,
Roadhouse.
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 Come on. You know I'm just having fun here, guys. We are going to be watching the new Roadhouse 2024 movie out on Amazon Prime. And if you don't know, the original Roadhouse is kind of like a guilty pleasure. Well, it's not even guilty pleasure. I just like that movie. It's a lot of fun. It's over the top at times, but it's got some really memorable lines.
I want you to be nice until it's
This
time
time,
to not
not
be
be
nice.
nice.
I want you to be
Yeah.
nice.
I clipped that out today, and it's on my clips channel. But
I want you to be
yeah,
nice.
so I'm going to be curious to see how well Gyllenhaal does this speech, because it's one of mine. Like, how could you not like that part about this, the older Roadhouse, right? Because as I said, it's got a lot of quotable lines. So if you haven't seen from one of these from me before, yes, this is a full live watch along, and basically it's meant to be in a way that you guys take a window of your own, open up, put it up over mine, and we'll get underway. So I'm going to hit the play button now because I think the credits go for a long time. And it takes a while for it to get in there, and I'm just going to adjust the crop. But we are underway for Roadhouse. And I'll do some timestamps and stuff as we go through it. From what I understand, there's only one kind of naked butt scene or something like that. Okay, it's got music here, so just to let you know. Wait a minute. Was that Post Malone? He is in this, right? I didn't know he was going to be a fighter. Oh. Sorry, guys. My subtitles are not quite aligned. There we go. What do you think about the soundtrack? Actually, Post Malone is a good stand-in for Jeff Healey, right? It was Jeff Healey in the first movie, right? As the band. Directed by Doug Lyman, right? Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Straight into the fighting then. Fair start, yeah. Well, Arglass says, yes, this is a live reaction, guys. I do this all live. It's actually pretty impressive. Yeah, that is Post Malone, right? He's stocky. He's got just a little bit of thickness to him. Probably helps put some weight behind those punches, right? Carter Ford. You guys Post Malone fans? I watched a few of his Nirvana covers. Seems like an interesting dude. Oh, it's Gyllenhaal. Okay. So this is how we're introducing him in a fight? Yeah, he got ripped again. Low body fat. He did it before for that boxing movie, right? He was really cut in that one. Well, that's the way I want to be. I want to be lean, fast. That's the thing with when you put on extra weight like that, it slows you down, right? I know from experience. uh, ooh, ooh, but he doesn't want to fight him. because he recognizes him, right? That he was going to get tuned up. Yeah. Southpaw. That's right. That's right. Hourglass Vikings. Thank you.
Don't. Where you going?
Hmm.
Thought this all the way through.
He just stopped him through strength,
Y'all gonna take your knife?
or he just took it. Oh, it's actually stuck in him. That's right. He did. He did get slashed in the first one, right? Pain don't hurt, and he was like this, skinny Staples. Ooh, we need some different lights for the show. Let's go blue. Blue lights.
Be too afraid to fight. That's fucking brilliant, man.
Does it? Does it beat working?
Oh.
So he's going to do some self
Oh,
surgery.
shit. Wow, it seems like you do this a lot.
It's the lighting is dark, really dark on my screen.
Florida Keys.
Roadhouse.
Hemingway used to drink there.
Where are we at? 6 minutes, just past the 6 minute mark.
Carter seems good with his hands.
No, you be. And judging by your car, you need that shit.
No. This is just his junk car, right? I like that part too. He was smart. He got like a car that could get beat up and tires slashed in the original, right? Because he knew that's what drunkards do after they get kicked out.
Yeah,
Patrick
good night.
Swayze was pretty zen when it came to pain. Jake seems a bit more devil may care with his attitude. Oh, okay.
I'm losing.
What a hospital, dude. So are these trying to say that in this one he's not a bouncer? He's going to be kind of roped into becoming a bouncer? Because yeah, that zen quality of Patrick Swayze, his methodology about his approach of being a bouncer, about being someone of peace first, right? And only resorting to violence is kind of like the last kind of thing that you have to do. And what? Oh, so he's not enjoying his life, dude. Maybe. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, if there was ever like a spiritual side to bouncing, Swayze had it in spades, right? So he's just kind of gonna go do this as like a last resort. I don't know. Ah, Greyhound. Sucks. Greyhound doesn't operate in Canada anymore. Can't get around by buses easily anymore.
Did you see Fred on your way in?
Fred?
See him?
I
Who is it?
can't say that I
Why are you
did.
talking to?
You know, that whole bridge is closed.
This is not the love interest, is it? She's kind of young. Like very young. Who? What?
Charlie, by the way.
Charlie? Last books.
I'm here to work at a bar.
Questionable acting there, guys.
What other job is there at a bar?
She's young, so I'll give it a little bit of a pass.
Townsfolk send for a hero to help clean up the rowdy saloon.
Steven. So this will be another shop owner that's going to get one of his businesses run over. No, it's going to be called the Double Douche.
It's just up the highway past Mile Mark.
No Double Douche? They didn't call the bar Double Deuce? Huh. James, this is supposed to be a different take on it. They've changed a few things. Don't you understand? But changing the bar from Double Deuce to Roadhouse is a little on the nose, isn't it? No. Needle Drop. Paddleboard Rentals. So who's playing his old mentor then? Who's playing the Sam Elliott role? Because if he wasn't a bouncer before, is he going to have a different kind of mentor that's going to come in and help him out? It's just curious.
Every single time.
That breeze.
That's it. Last one. Oh, yeah, we don't have that. Sorry.
What are you drinking?
Front.
I get one of those.
Sure.
That would kind of annoy me. Oh, we don't have black coffee. We got Cuban coffee. What are you doing?
Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
So it's got manners. Swayze's um, Dalton had manners.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Peaceful. Another needle drop. The fight breaks out. Come on, guys. Is that one of the band members that jumped in? Yeah, one of the first charms of the first Roadhouse was that, Dalton, the character, had an expertise in coming to a bar and scoping things out and reading the situation based on that expertise. So he caught things, right?
Clean up. Aisle 4. Oh, Billy.
Yeah, there's some thirsty customers waiting for you. I can handle these gents.
Had this idiot grin since I walked in.
Honestly, it's probably the punching thing.
Ooh, got some work, huh? I like that.
I just wanted to get you out. Before we start, do you have insurance?
Insurance.
You need it.
Okay, sure. Hey, Frankie.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
Like 25 minutes.
Oh, they're not here to just watch.
oh, cool. Well, that's hardly fair.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. He's slapping them. Okay, no, that's what I want to see.
What the fuck's a draw?
It's kind of like a win, man.
So he's offering them. Ooh, I like that. I like that move. There's a distraction with the uppercut. Like Gyllenhaal pulling it off. Like if in another universe he would have been Batman, I think,
But the good news is the hospital's only 20 minutes away.
guys. I'm gonna sue you. Yeah. Okay, now that was funny. Well, because he knows he's banged up. Is that the love interest? We'll take a look at the IMDb after, guys, as well as the tomato meter. See what other people are saying. Where are we at?
You're welcome.
So 20 minutes in,
When my ears packed full of irresponsible idiots.
and one cool fight scene so far. Wow.
It's not. I'm just clarifying.
You know, I'm supposed to call the cops on guys like.
Hmm. Yeah. So she's going to patch him up, right? Put on some repairs. Oh yeah, and he carries around his medical papers with him, right? His file.
Win?
Okay. Yeah, I like that part. That was a good line.
It's not infected, but I'll need.
No one ever wins a fight. No staples? Or was I talking? Just a little bit feisty, huh? A spoon. They say they say he carved it from a bigger spoon.
That's him. That's the guy.
Okay, so they want to tattoo him up now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Got a beautiful.
It's nice.
Drown your sorrows. I mean, it's a whole circle of life thing.
Hmm.
Why is it called the Roadhouse?
What do you
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah. The road.
Still
Oh.
unresolved.
Well, I don't know.
And that little bit of dialogue was for us, the audience, guys. That's because people were thinking about it as like the double deuce.
Listen, you are more than welcome to stay there, but I highly advise you sleep with a snorkel.
The saltwater crocs, the boat. Okay, so there's a running gag with calling things on the nose. What do you think about the color palette here, guys? Hmm. Second person. It's a big rock. Is there a little bit of a smug smile there on his face? I used to watch a UFC, guys. I did, but I watched like the very first ones. Like one, I think I stopped watching after number 10 or 13 or something like that. I think Dan Severn was the last one that I saw. And before they had all these rules and different weight categories and stuff that you had to go in. It's like big guys were fighting the smaller guys.
Probably because it's a boat.
Oh, is this the butt scene? Are we going to see Gyllenhaal's butt? Because we saw Swayze's rear in the.
Love what you done with the place.
So I'm just going to. Because YouTube and stuff don't like. Oh, no, he's got boxers on. Or briefs. So no butt shot.
Breakfast burrito.
I only watched a few I don't like ground UFC. That's what it used to be. Like watching the Royce Gracie fights. Because he would take you to the mat and then they would roll around for like 20 minutes. But there's a different style of fighting at the time. But yeah. People like
How you doing? I could use.
Over there. Not gonna lie, I was
computer.
that's good news.
Life
Death
story.
of the double X.
Is that in is that like an Easter egg or something?
Intrepid, right?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
It's 4 zeros.
4 zeros. How long is this movie? So we're coming up to the 30-minute mark, guys. Movie's an hour and 52 minutes. Is this going to be the Conor McGregor character squeezing a convenience store for cash? It is, right? Yeah. They recognize him. It's not an Easter egg. The girl's comparing Jake to a lone gunfighter in the Western, coming up to clean the town. Yeah. Man with no name kind of thing, right?
It's kind of hard to make a living on selling books.
Depends on the book. So I guess the house band is not going to be all that significant.
Dreams. Start rocking to the ocean. It'll mess all your sleep patterns and shit up.
Yeah, but you get used to it.
Man, I mean, it's a gossipy sort of island.
People talk. People heard about the situation. What went down? This guy beat up 4 thugs, and that's a nice boat. This is, I guess, is going to be the introduction of the bad guy.
Yeah, not at all. Glad you're here. Because if you're here, that means...
Yeah.
Wasn't sure how to handle it. Okay. Let me talk to this.
Why would you get shaved like that first? And why are they introducing the big bad guy like this, being a moron here? So he's not that imposing.
Yours, boss. Here's the fuck.
So he's a moron. He just stumbled into money somehow and thinks he can run the show on everything.
You, tell me about this bouncer.
What do you mean strange?
Maybe if you just told us why you want to tear down the...
Okay, so he hired them to run down the clientele. Oh, yeah. So he's not the main guy. You see, now, yeah, if they wanted us to hate the guy, they did a pretty good job of doing that because I don't like the guy at all. He's a moron who doesn't deserve to have the money or power that he has. Um, yeah.
Get the fuck down.
Knife under his shirt instead of the boot this time, huh? Oh, he's kind of trying to mentor this guy. Oof. He did it, though. Now what? Did you hear that? That breaking, cracking sound? The kind of cracking sound that you hear when you like roll an ankle or something. Hate that sound. Interesting architecture for this place. Pool table guy. This is the workout scene. No Tai Chi for Gyllenhaal?
Right?
Yeah.
We quick to back Billy up the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the architecture is like a giant tiki bar. Is he recruiting bouncers or something? There's nothing wrong with this music. Yeah, like how it's kind of like sunken down in there a little bit, uh, in front of the stage area where the dance floor is. Lift with the knees. Loads of different house bands each night. Owner really trying to make it work, I guess. Yeah. Who are you, Barney Gumble? Oh, I like that.
Again.
Mhm. He's loaded. Yeah, just call your. If he's that kind of a guy, he's he's an amateur drunk. Because real drunks, when they tap out of the bar, they've got a bottle stashed outside somewhere. It's like, okay, fine, I'll drink while I go home, kind of thing. And most of the times, it's for the best. They keep on flashing back to this, so I'm guessing this is a fight that maybe he loses. That he keeps on remembering a fight about something that knocks him out of competition or something. Oof. So he was humbled. I'm guessing he looked like he was a bit of a hothead, right? And he thought that he could handle every situation. Some interesting dynamics here going on. Like the way that things are unfolding, it's a bit different. I'm not hating it, but they really got to get the bad guy involved now. We're in a lull here between where he's going to meet the bad guy and start to learn about the real problems behind the town. So we don't want to be too long in these lulls. Conk.
It's conch, not conch.
Nice haircut, darling.
It's snail, big snail, right? Conk. Hmm. Hmm.
Ties run deep.
Okay.
Even the cops aren't always as helpful as they should be. If it costs
Or worse. Yeah.
Thousand produces a pink pearl.
sounds romantic.
Yeah. That scene kind of played out cheeky, but I like that scene between them. They got a little bit of chemistry, I would say. A bit, yeah. And they're using a lot of B footage of like the band and such to break up scenes. Timestamp 44 minutes and 50 seconds, coming up on 45 minutes, guys. It's about an hour left. Yeah, we're 45 minutes in and we still haven't seen Conor McGregor. No, he doesn't like the looks of that. That looked a little weird. You don't know what kind of waters you're falling into either. And that on top of you. Did it hit him? Because you're in warmer waters at night with salt crocs. And oh, I guess he got off fine. And bacteria, red algae, or whatever. He's got a piece.
I was hoping tonight would look more like an accident.
Oh, hell, it ain't you. It's the Roadhouse.
Distraction. This guy can't keep his mouth shut. Volunteering information like that. Is this guy? He's going to be the one that's going to get beat up by the boss, right? And that's going to be like, you have no endurance for pain. I'm sorry, boss. Yeah, why? Okay, so the croc is there. Oh my god. I'm surprised that you were able to come back up from air. No, he's gone. He's done. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, actually, to tell you the truth. 48.
Hey.
Drugs.
That's all we got around here. Why do you think they call it the Keys?
Well, this is the stand-in for the old man who owned the barn that he rented. Okay.
But glass case here.
Okay, sweet.
sounding more like a
So he's trying to help deliveries? Because have they established that the bad guys are cutting off the supply yet? Or is that how they're doing this? I don't know.
Store?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it sure looked like you and that.
Brand.
Yeah, you made a pretty big point of showing.
Is that how it works? Hmm.
I do. But you have a gun tucked in your waistband. Fired.
So it's really not that big of a threat, is it? Fuck this.
Oof. I like the action. You're not a piano player.
I think I left it.
So that's a running gag about the hospital. Got a smile on my face, guys. Great stunt, hyper realistic. Yeah, that was a pretty dark way to go down. Death by Croc. Yeah, that's one of the between that and Shark. I think I would be more scared of the Croc because he twists you, so you might lose an arm. It'll pop out, and then you're bleeding on top of him also trying to eat you. So you mostly bleed and drown to death. Shark, I guess he bites you, and as long as it's not a tiger or something, it'll bite you and wait till you bleed to death to start eating you. Tigers and bull sharks will just
I hope you didn't lose any sleep over it.
It's an interesting cinematography. It's not vibrant, but it's framed well, and there's a lot of contrast that gets
What happened to your
peppered
fingers?
in,
He broke
like
them, the bouncer.
accents. I kind of dig it.
Amusing? I'm not amused, but that.
Yeah. Oh, so it's property. They want to build something on there, right? And we're just learning about this now at 53 minutes in. Oh, his father's inside the joint? Is that what I'm getting at? Bifer says, hey, in the live chat. Hey. This guy's not very intimidating, is he? He's this cartoonish clown moron. Okay, Conor McGregor is standing there with his shirt off. And he is naked, so that's the butt shot that I think that we we're alluding to. Sorry guys, you didn't see a butt shot again, did you? If it is, don't worry, I'll blur it out later. Fine, I'll take a timestamp.
Clothes shopper.
God, stop showing his big backside. I'll just chop this whole section out of the video. You know, I got nothing wrong against Conor McGregor. I just don't want to see that much Conor McGregor, if you know what I'm talking about. So that was supposed to establish him as a bad guy, showing him walking away nude from something. Yeah. What'll happen is I'll just blur, like I'll add more blur to that side of the screen. So now we're going away from that storyline to do some romance. Nothing going on in the soundtrack here. If they had a good needle drop here, this is where you put it. This is where you put some audio slave.
The ocean.
Bring down the anchor.
Kindergarten around here?
They do.
Well, you should know your local wildlife wherever you grow up. It's like me growing up in the Yukon. Like, you know what you're supposed to do if you come across a bear. What kind of bear? What, if you see a lion or something, you don't want to see a mountain lion. You've seen the TikToks.
Me?
What's wrong with you?
It's not a big. He's very reclusive, isn't he? Right? Putting up that barrier, that wall. Like that. Like, look at that shot. That's really well done. Cinematic. Yeah, look at that pool. What the heck is going on with that?
are you?
Hey.
I'm gonna need more than 3 samples.
Yeah, we haven't really seen anybody get squeezed by this, other than the Roadhouse, right?
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you? Band, right?
Popped him. I like that. How he looked in a different direction and just popped
This
him.
is where I'll store my stuff. Well, you could tell my father I don't need. This is a delicate situation. I don't know where.
Once Knox
You're
is on
right,
the
I'm
job, it's
sure.
over,
I'm sure
baby.
you're
Huh. What's up with this guy's hair? Why does he got it shaved all the way back to here, so it's kind of like a pseudo mullet kind of thing? Like, sorry, is that just to highlight his moronicism? It's a nice boat. 255V.
Mr. Dalton. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to look up who that actress is. Something about her looks familiar. Was she in Suicide Squad? Ratcatcher, is that who that is? And we're learning that the cops are corrupt, or at least on the bad guy's payroll, right? A few of them. Yeah, a lot of soccer players have a similar hairstyle than us. Weird mullet and mohawk. I think mullets are making like a small comeback.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're not going to do that, huh?
Your name.
Yes.
You said you had some questions for me.
Listen up, Elwood. I'm the sheriff of
For what?
Doesn't matter. We lose.
Hmm. I know this actor that's in the forefront. He's the guy that was in Missing, right? Is he like the stand-in for the dad? Because he's the police sheriff that's been bought off. He's played bad guys before. We know that he can do this. No, it's not Ratcatcher.
Come on, Dalton.
So that's her father. That's her dad. Gerald Brand. Owen the cops.
On the fleet of charter boats that rent tours.
Maybe he just doesn't want to run away from problems anymore. Okay, so now they're going to hurt all the other businesses. At 107, guys. 107. Don't do it, girl. They're torching it. So who's his mentor? Yeah, we didn't get that part yet, right? Like, who's going to come in and help him? Because we need that kind of emotional response from him, that where he kind of loses it, right? No? Or are they going to do it a different way, I suppose? Try to strong arm him.
Can I have a vodka neat?
Hmm.
My turn?
You know, threaten me, tell me to get out of town.
He's he's willing to entertain it at least. Hey, how much?
See, I can't help but wonder what an out.
Put a number out there.
My father helped to grow. created schools.
It's him getting beat up, right?
This guy,
Yeah, that's right.
he's your friend, right? That did it.
So he was like ultra violent in the ring, by the sounds of it, right? Did he kill him?
Right? It can't be just some competitive thing.
Did he kill his friend? He just tapped into that animal self. You can't explain it sometimes. Just rage and anger and the competition of battle consumes you. I hate like, and I don't like it because when you're in a fight or something like that happens, it feels good to just keep on pounding, and that's how it's like it tricks you, right? It's like you should know when you're supposed to stop when he's down. At least that's the way that's the Canadian way, isn't it? Okay, you fight, but the guy gets knocked down, you're supposed to stop. But yeah, he must have killed in the ring. Probably he has a suicidal tendency on the train track. Okay, yeah, because of that, he doesn't feel.
Way to go to still look like dog shit.
This conversation I want to see. She's pushing his buttons like they have history or something. His back, his upper back is just so ripped still, huh? Ooh, upright base. I dig it.
I talked. This roadhouse is mine.
He's not an actor. Whatever. He's there to be have.
Stance.
And the girl just goes with him. Why does he still got the golf club? He brought the golf club into the bar? What? Wow. Yeah. That's when you're like, whoops. You punch him and it's like does nothing to him. Because Conor McGregor has got some endurance for pain. So you just start punching the guy beside you? Is that how the bar fights work? I've only ever been in one bar fight, and it was happening away from the group, but like everybody just kind of like squished into each other, and I just saw that one of my buddies was in it, so I grabbed him out of it and pulled him away from it, and everybody just kind of like pushed to the one side of the bar. It was really weird. It wasn't like these separate little battles going on in the background. It was kind of like a big mass. Wow. Can you stop saying Dalton?
Well, you brought all your friends with you?
Don't be like that.
Well, you can. And they're bare knuckle. This is just round one, right? Wow. Yeah, punching bottles. What? How did the people get in the canoes on the ceiling? How did that happen? Wow. Now he's getting. Yeah. He's taking it. He was a little bit shocked there, right? He was impressed, maybe? It seemed like he was a little bit impressed that he was taking it. Hmm. Do you like this POV action style? Is he retreating or what's going on here? Yeah. I'm not a fan of the sweeping pan shots. Yeah. I meant like when you saw it, the shots of him like with the camera must have been mounted on like a forearm piece or something. They must have used like GoPro mounts or something to get the shots of like the back and forth of the punches. So where are we at? Where is that? First fight. First round, right? An hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, so that whoops, sorry, whoops, sorry. I would say that that's like what, second act climax or crisis. He gets defeated.
Leaving?
You're a funny one, Frankie.
Hey, Brant's out of money.
Hmm.
More than you could ever understand.
He's afraid that he'll lose it and just go ballistic on all of them, right? That's the way that I interpreted that line. He's not afraid of the bad guys. So he's gonna pours another.
Big Dick can't help us.
What property? Burn it down. Wait till everybody's gone home at the end of the night. And if you got to burn it down, burn it down. You own the police. And what are they going to do? Rebuild it? And she's gonna have the money to rebuild it. Like if the whole place is corrupt, that corrupt, something like that should be easy just to do. Oh, we're seeing that they burned down the other businesses.
That the little girl and her father.
Oh, is this what's going to cap him? Oh, so instead of his older mentor friend being killed, it's the little girl that's going to get killed? That'd be shocking. And then he's going to go for retribution. It's an interesting thing. I'm like, the similar events are happening. I just can't tell yet if it's as good as the original Roadhouse. I don't think it is. But it's kind of like that Jacob's Ladder reboot that came out too. It's nothing was ever going to be as good as the original Jacob's Ladder, but the remake had some really interesting ideas as the same events kind of unfolded in a different way, kind of thing, right?
You know,
We're not going to see the little girl and the girl. She burnt. Is she? How bad is she hurt?
probably also collapsed your trachea.
He's got a surgical knowledge
Strange. Somebody else asked me if I was afraid.
the damage he does, right? If this is where any giant stuffed polar bear is in this fight, I'll write this off. Yeah, there's got to be a big polar bear or something that falls on one of the guys, right?
Man,
Wow, he looks heavy.
Oh. He doesn't like thug life.
Without a group.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you're not gonna.
He's showing a little bit of mercy. Well, sometimes if you beg for mercy,
I overheard some of Brandt's guys talking, and I guess
a
there's a
rare
meeting at
time,
Harvest Key.
1 in a
Brandt's getting
million
some of the
times,
money.
it does get granted.
More violent. Good luck with the guy.
Some guys are like that in high school too. Like they're all big and tough, and then once they get popped a couple times in the face, they're like, I don't like acting like this anymore. I don't like getting hit in the head. And then they change. But okay, so we're going back to this fight where yeah, he just loses it. Why is the ref didn't was way late jumping in there? So I'm guessing that after this incident, he got suspended indefinitely from competition. Why are we stopped again here for him to go take a nap? You think he once he went and talked to that other guy, that's where it should have started the third act. Got him on ice. That's weird. That he brought back the body and put it on ice. $127. Is that a body or is that a drug shipment? It's cash. It's cutting off the supply. Or if he, even if he takes that load, it's going to be enough to get any the bad guys' attention. Yeah, see the algae there, or is that? No, that's algae, right? It's not kelp.
He's already dead. I killed him hours ago.
So he's framing him.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am,
What's he looking for? Some driftwood? Is he going to bash his skull?
something about how it takes a memory a couple minutes to get to the long-term.
Oh, man, that was cold, right? Hmm. Some explosives.
listen. It's Ellie. They have her.
He blames me anyway. He thinks I'm lying. It was my deputy in charge of the goddamn...
Yeah, they're missing the part of the town, the good business owners of the town rising up against this kind of a threat. They don't have that angle.
How long will it take?
I don't know, I hit it. No, it's gonna take...
Hmm. Polishing your boat?
Asshole, aren't you? Yes, I am that.
What? Okay, you got 2 hours. Good question. Watch your wake speed there, dude. Are you out of the harbor yet? They're trying to play him up like the Joker or something, right? He's always got the smile on his face, doesn't take anything seriously, and he's just kind of like a berserker everywhere. McGregor goes, it's like whirlwind kind of thing. But he's walking around like this. Why is he walking like this? It's like a catamaran, right? Is that what kind of boat it is? Kind of yacht, catamaran yacht kind of thing going on? Hybrid kind of thing? I do like being on the water. I really do. Just
Oh,
pops
this
and he's
guy.
like, yeah, the main threat from the original was the father, and he's in prison. Dalton was the only son, as the son to deal with, and McGregor, so the townspeople are redundant in the fight. Wow.
He went away, along with all his obligations.
So that's the sheriff there too, right?
Honestly, you were told the girl's life depended on.
Hmm.
Took my daughter. We are partners, idiot.
How would he do that?
Big Dick, sit down.
So is the cop going to realize that he's on the wrong side? Is he going to have a change of heart? Yeah, you don't like this dude. You want to pop him in the face, right?
Just pushing me.
So I guess he is doing a good job. Why does he have a line in his eyebrow? Yeah, enough with the puffery. Enough with the pomp. Let's get down to it. Posturing is getting a little eye rolling. Your dad. Oof. Everybody's a little bit concussed. Some guys have abandoned ship. Okay, so she is on the boat. Let's go. Well, that's not good. Shattered the glass. Well, at least you got a way out. That's an interesting shot. How much is the CG? Water fight? That's dangerous. You want to get cut by one of the rudders.
Don't fucking move!
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just burn it down at night when everybody goes home. What are you doing? I guess that's the plot armor, right?
Who taught you shapes?
This makes me want to go out on a boat. I like going for a ride every now and then. Oh, what? What the heck happened there? Did that look natural, you guys? What? That was a little bit, yeah. Oh, well, they said they wanted it to destroy the Roadhouse. Um, uh, yeah, definitely defying some kind of physics there. Who's that splashing? See, that's when I would be scared the most. I could be in the water, but it would be just until I'm ready to get out of the water that I would feel like something would grab a hold of me and pull me back. And how is this guy still alive? Because he got launched. I'm surprised he's not impaled on anything. Where are we at? 142. So we got 10 minutes left. I guess we're not going to see his father. I'm guessing they're trying to save that maybe for a sequel. The father gets out of jail and wants retribution, wants some payback. Ooh, spear gun? Well, yeah, this guy's going to get hurt because he's not a fighter.
I'm done.
What did you think was going to happen? They're marrying in, I think, CGI shots with real ones, and it's not good. Like when he got bumped out of the way there, it's the edit. And why is his shirt off all of a sudden? Okay, are they going to at least keep the grabbing the thing out of his throat?
Wrong side of the road.
Weird editing too. Okay, so they're trying to hide their edits. And for some reason, that looked CG. They're trying to disguise their edits with CG. I think it's an artistic choice that doesn't seem to be very well executed. And it's a shame because if they've learned to choreograph this fight well, just show it. Let us see it. Like that. That's not that. I don't want to see that. It's a style. Like that. Like they're trying to be creative with it. I just don't know if it's working. Like like that. Like him getting knocked just back into the. This piano's attitude. Very good, James. They are piecing together the CG with and hiding edits. I heard that in an interview with Jake. Oh, did they? Okay. I haven't watched a lot of the press for this yet. Oof. I'm not feeling the tension. Okay. Stabbed him again. On the side. What are you yelling at? You obviously got him. Yeah. So we killed him. And now we got some Enter Sandman in a different key. It's not in E. Is it in A? Yeah, it's A. It's not in E. A was him getting stuck. Was that as impressive as somebody getting their throat getting ripped out? It's a little bit like Drive there. She sees how violent he is, like in the elevator scene. The cop's gonna say, "We don't need this anymore in our lives."
It's time for you to go, Dalton.
Yeah, so he's got a change of heart. $149. So no big bears falling on anybody. No nice until it's time to not be nice speech. Get a crane in there to get the boat out, yeah.
Okay.
I like these wide angle shots that they're using.
Good as new. Watch out for the puffer fish, please.
Guess he needs to go visit the girl and his dad, right? See if they're okay. There's the Greyhound. But this is pretty much the end of the movie. This is the denouement. This is 150. Okay, so she's there. She's fine.
Right?
Music doesn't really suit it.
So maybe you're not the hero.
Okay, so he left the money for them. But, I mean, the authorities would be looking for that cash. And if not the authorities, somebody worse is looking for that cash. Anton Chigurh is looking for that cash. Well, you guys think about this version of Roadhouse. You know, if it wasn't called Roadhouse, it would have been a serviceable little action flick. But the fact that they tried to make it like I don't know. Joel Silver. Those angles I didn't really like. So this is the movie that Doug Lyman himself was going to boycott because he was upset that this was going to be a theatrical release and then wasn't. And then Gyllenhaal came out and said that this was always meant to be a streaming movie, and I believe that's a good call. That it was. It's a streaming movie. You didn't need to see this in the theaters. Okay, so let's pull up Roadhouse IMDb Parents Guide. That is it, right? Austin Post, Conor McGregor. So no post credit scene. No. All right. So guys, was it the worst thing that I've ever seen? No. Let's go over to the IMDb and see who the rest of this cast is. One nomination for what? South by Southwest Film Festival Award? Audience Award. Headliner. Ugh. Okay, so it's just a token award. Daniela Melchior. Yeah, that's who I wanted to see. Was she in Suicide Squad? Yeah, she was. Ratcatcher. Okay, so there was that team. I did make the right call. She was also Isabel in Fast 10. Club. Oh, she was in Marlowe. I like that. I keep on thinking about Marlowe. I was one of the few people that actually liked it. Liam Neeson is like the noir gumshoe trying to solve a case. I like that movie. Cool. I want to watch it again, and I'll look for this actress. She did an okay job, right? Um, yeah. You look at you see that shot of Patrick Swayze, and you're like, it's nowhere near as good. I don't know why they cut out the mentor role. It just didn't. I don't know. Billy Magnuson, Van Brandt. He's the guy that we hated. What else was he in? Game Night. Into the Woods, The Big Short, No Time to Die. No Time to Die. Do I remember that one? Big Short, Lift. He was Magnus in Lift. Oh, was he the? He was the uh, safe cracker, right? In Lift. Is that where I recognize him from? Actually, I liked Lift. I thought it was good fun. Yeah. Okay. Now I recognize him. Yeah. I thought it was good fun. Just kind of like National Treasure kind of fun. Yeah, you don't buy that any of these people would be like bank robbers or anything like that, or but whatever. As a concept, it was pretty good. All right, so let's not digress on that. Billy Magnuson. Um, Anybody else jump off on the page? I mean, Joachim de Almeida. Post Malone as Austin Post. Nah. Were any of the fight scenes as memorable? No, it wasn't as quotable. So let's go over to the tomato meter and see what people are saying. 63% by critics, 59% by the audience. So even the audience is a little bit meh to this. As I said, I think if you called it something else other than Roadhouse, it probably would have maybe been received better. You would have just had people like us, hardcore movie fans, be like, guys, that's just like in Roadhouse. What are you doing? Guys, that's a little bit like, but other than that, I think it would have been good enough to stand on its own for the way that it was, kind of thing. But whatever. They tried it. They took a swing, and I think it's somewhat of a miss. Because Dalton, the character in this movie, starts off as a broken man. And did he really get redemption by helping these people in the end? He still got capped off and went, mad there towards the end. And the fight wasn't as good. The Conor McGregor fight, the showdown wasn't as good. Too much CG in there. Let's just take a look at what people are saying, James. Film Week, Christy Lemire says she liked it. I'm shocked how much I enjoyed myself. I wondered, does the world need a new Roadhouse movie? Yes, apparently we do. Here it is. Richard Roper didn't like it. Part fight showcase, part generic crime thriller. The Roadhouse remake tosses its plot this way and that. Yeah. I think I'm a little bit more with Roper on this one than Lemire. But yeah, six out of 10 is a little bit generous, I would say, in my book. Started off with some really questionable acting, weird fight style. Jeremy Johns. Okay, there we go. We trust this person, right? This movie, like its director, has hits and misses, but I think there is some fun to be had here. Jeremy Johns, like, yeah, there is. There is some interesting stuff going on. John Flickinger didn't like it. This movie played out like a forgotten DVD bargain bin flick from 2005, starring an A-lister, but instead of charm and over-the-top mayhem, it delivered lackluster creative choices, no chemistry among characters, and McGregor was himself. Well, was he himself? He was a little bit over the top. Like, again, did we get an established fight with him to show how bad? Like, they did the fight better in the first movie of building the bad guy up and like his prowess, so that you wanted to see them butt heads, right? Because he would do the showboating with like the pool cue and stuff like that. No chemistry among characters. I did like that sequence when they were out on the boat and she was with him. But yeah, they obviously didn't have a romantic. I don't know if it felt like they pulled back a little bit on that story. And if they pulled back on it to the extent that they did, I almost question like why leave in that storyline and cut it down to about an hour and 30 minutes, make it a little bit more of a tighter film. And I think maybe it would have resonated a little bit better. Because if you've taken out like the older mentor role, you've taken out certain aspects of like the town coming around and corralling around him at the end, like the other business owners. I didn't like that part of this one. how the cop was like on board until he realized that, oh, he kidnapped my daughter. Okay, now all of a sudden I don't like you. It's like, I'm glad that I watched it, and thank you very much, Hourglass Vikings, for that live chat badge there. Thank you, always appreciated. Guys, if you didn't notice, Roadhouse is on Amazon Prime, and I just signed up for another month here. We'll have to see how it goes. Which is going to give me access to Reacher. So coming up in April, we're going to put together a schedule, and I'm going to start putting like these full live reactions behind a membership wall. I think like the whole premise was that okay, we're going to do these full live reactions until people catch on to what I'm doing, and just like everybody else, yeah, I'll put, like, instead of putting it over on Patreon, and guys, on Patreon you don't even get people's, like, you don't get this as much as I gave you during this live reaction of the movie. You just get their little box here and a time code kind of thing. You don't hear the sound or anything, so you get my show is a lot more valuable, I think. Because even on Patreon, you still got to put that another window, your movie window, over some of the other reactors and stuff. I could maybe cut this one down and edit this one down into a 20-minute version and give that part out for free, and then say, hey, if you want to watch the whole full thing, become a member to the channel. Like, that's what I want to do. Maybe we can try that for April. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Hey, it was fun having you here. I got a jet. I gotta relax. Maybe I'll play some guitar. Yeah. Because if you didn't know, Enter Sandman is in E, and I'm in a drop D. So, yeah. Oop. But James, that's not how he plays Enter Sandman. He plays it up here. Yeah, I know. I just I'm playing it at a different spot on the neck, just to show you, to highlight that it's ringing out with the E. He likes to do it because he plays his power chords with his pinky. Anyway, that's an E. So what I did to catch that which version they were using was I just hit the A string and I heard that is the bass. So it's kind of like. So it's like that. It's up like 5. Anyway, you guys don't need to know about that. I was just my mere curiosity. All right, yeah. So I'm working the next 2 days, guys. Saturday or Sunday and Monday, but we'll be back full schedule. Well, we'll be back for some movie news on Tuesday. Although I am off early enough tomorrow afternoon, I might do a box office report tomorrow afternoon. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Hit that thumbs up button. It's 7 o'clock. Puck drops right now. Let's go watch some hockey. See you next time. Enjoy your evening from Mirror Domains.